Guys, I got an egg box here all set up. That only means one thing. We got eggs to collect. Let's go. What's up guys, Jason here, Morph, Mixology, Reptiles. Welcome back to the channel. Egg season, man, it's upon us. It's going off. Got the box ready here. Clutch 6 is on the ground, ready to be pulled. So we're gonna go ahead and grab that. But before we do, I wanna show you the male to this clutch, because this one's gonna be kind of fun. It's not anything crazy necessarily, but it's a new gene for us to work with. And I think in the combos, it should look really nice. Let me show you him. And that male, of course, is in shed. They always are when you want to show them off. That male is this one here. Show you to the best of our ability, even though he looks like crap. This is our male Chandler. Yeah, we have the entire cast of friends in here. Chandler. Chandler is a blackhead calico. So I've been a huge fan of the calico stuff for a long time. I've made some calico stuff. I really like it. We're going to make some more this year. Hoping to produce some calico double het dreamsicle combos, but that's later on. Right now, we got calico in this one. Obviously, that's what makes these high white pixelated sides. The interesting thing about calico is it's much like pied, that the amount of white is completely random and variable. Some calicos are super high white calico, some are lower white, kind of like this. The other gene in here is the new one for us. Again, he's in shed, so it doesn't look great, and that is blackhead. And blackhead is something I'm not obviously too familiar with because we haven't done much with it yet. I don't know if it's specifically because they have a really dark black head. I mean, that would kind of make sense, but you can tell the back strap color, there's no like dorsal stripe, it's just all dark. Alien heads are super defined. You get more white, that's part of it too, and it's just really cool. So, blackhead calico. Our boy Chandler sired this clutch. And that clutch is to this girl right here. You've seen her before. We've laid 2 seasons with her, maybe 3. I'll have to look back at my records. I think 3 actually. And that is, of course, Scarlet, the black pewter. So black pastel, pastel. And a really nice one at that. This looks like she's just gotten done. In fact, I came home this morning from work about 7 a.m. and she hadn't started, but she was in position. It's now just after 12:30, and obviously she's completely done. So these are about as fresh. These are about as fresh as you can get them. I think she might have actually been sleeping there. That's funny. So we'll get her tail undone. Unwrap her. Nice job, mama. So hopefully you can see. We'll zoom out here a little bit. Pretty well deflated and dented in that. Still really strong, a lot of muscle obviously, but no more eggs. So we'll get her cleaned up here in just a minute. Go ahead and pull all of these and set them aside. And like I said, it's actually cleaning / feeding day for us anyway. So she will get her she'll get her bath and her new tub here in just a couple of minutes. Of course, we gotta weigh them all. So we'll get that done now. Alright, 719. And let's see, that's on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 eggs. So all of them over 100 grams, about 103 grams a piece, I guess. So that's going to be awesome, actually. Those are nice, good sized eggs. So we'll go ahead now and separate them. Again, a lot of people would leave them just like this, especially since they're in a perfect little bundle. They're totally stuck together, but I like to separate them in case one goes bad. And of course, I can't I can't not use our super cool orange dragon hatch trays. These are so fresh. I don't know if you can see, like they're super soft, still stringy. So we'll get them in here, we'll get them candled here in just a moment like we showed you in the last video, and we can get them set up to go. It's so much easier to separate these when they're this fresh, for sure. You can do this, in my experience, up to like the next day. So like if she laid these now and I didn't catch them until tomorrow morning, you probably can still pull them apart if you're careful, but any more than about 10-12 hours probably, they're gonna be fused for good, and you're just gonna have to deal with it. So that's why it's obviously a good thing, if you're capable of doing it, to check on your snakes that are due to lay at least once a day. See if you guys can see again. That little bubble, little embryo right in the top. So that one looks good. That one got turned a little bit. That one's super easy to see. That's the other nice thing when these are really fresh, is the shells are still fairly thin. I feel like I could be totally wrong if that's the case, but they definitely seem a little bit thinner, so it almost feels like it's easier to look through them until they start to calcify, But they never actually harden, of course. But just an observation I've made. It could be totally bogus. Alright, grab the purple pen. This is clutch 6. So we'll go ahead and put a 6 on each of these to indicate the top of the egg. And of course we'll go ahead and get the press and seal. I've been having pretty good luck with this so far, so I'm going to stick with it. It may be overkill, it may not be necessary, but it's working, so we're going to do it. I got to fill out the information on the lid, and we'll put them away. Alright, there you have it, guys. Real quick one. All I needed to do was pull that clutch today. Everything's going great around here so far. We're up to, I think we're up to like 12 or 14 that are for sure about to ovulate or already have. So we're going to be somewhere in that 15 to 20 clutch range again, it looks like. So I'm really excited about that. So next year's pairings, I'm actually already starting to kind of formulate a little bit, because a bunch of the stuff, especially the males that we kept back, are getting to size. For instance, you guys are aware of this Mojave Hypo male that we produced last year. He's obviously eating great, doing really well. So just kind of starting to plan some stuff like that. That'll actually be the first time that something we have produced in-house is breeding. So that'll be super cool. We're not quite there with the female yet, but we're getting really close. Not this next season, but more than likely the one after that, we'll have our first female that we produced up to size. So that's going to be a huge accomplishment for us to finally get to that point where we're using our own stock. But as it is so far, we got a lot of really cool stuff coming. I'm really excited. These first couple of clutches were kind of the, for lack of better terms, paycheck snakes, so to speak. Simpler combos, a couple 2-3 gene codom stuff like that. They're still super cool, don't get me wrong, and I'm happy to hatch all of them, but nothing wild. The clutches moving forward is where we start getting into the hitters. So really excited to see what's coming. I hope you guys are enjoying. The views are kind of down a lot lately, but it seems like that's true with a lot of people. So I can also see, by the way, that the vast majority of my views do not come from subscribers. So if you guys are watching, hit that subscribe button. Like the video, share it with somebody you think might want to know, and set your post notifications, turn that bell on or ring it or whatever you do, because we go live, obviously, cutting all of the clutches live, and every Tuesday night with our open mic night. So I'll see you guys here for the next one of those, and the next video, probably pulling eggs. Until then, see ya.